senior from Wrightsville, Pennsylvania, number 33, Chrissy Pennell. And a sophomore 6'2" forward from Beecher, Wisconsin, number 44, Courtney Goyak. The head coach is Caitlin Vanderoff.
Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is the starting lineup for the second game here at the Voller Athletic Center for the NCCAA play. We have the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers against the number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trail Blazers. The starting lineup again, just for to go over it again for the Lancaster Bible Chargers, is going to be number 3 Naomi Otis, number 11 Kirsten Webster, 24 Caitlin Hickey, number 33 Chrissy Pennell, and number 44 Courtney Goyak. Head coach is Caitlin Vanderoff. For the Trailblazers, we have number 1, Deshae Thomas, number 3, Bree Hearn, number 5, Aaron Bailey, number 13, Chantel Parsons, and 21, Paige Lewis. And they're coached by Jamie Batten. So the Trailblazers are going to be in white. The Chargers are going to be in black. And it looks like there's going to be a call against Ohio on the tip-off. So the call is going to go to the possession is going to go to the Chargers, going the other way. So Chrissy Pennell's calling the point for the Chargers. There's a give and go over to her teammate on the left-hand side. Can't get it to fall. Ohio with the rebound. So ball's pushed up the floor by Bree Hearn. She dribbles on the left-hand side all the way, and she gets the first bucket of the game. So 2-0 Trailblazers. 9:30 left here to play in the first quarter. So pass off to Hickey. And no good for the shot for the Chargers for Hickey. So Bree Hearn calling the point again for the Trailblazers, pushing the ball up the floor. She dribbles into the paint, dishes it out to her teammate. Spin move by Lewis, loses it. Kick back out to Thomas, no good. Rebounded by Pennell for the Chargers. So she drives into the paint, puts it up, can't quite get it to finish. So pushed up by Parsons. Dribble in the paint. Shot's going to be called off. Traveling violation. Chargers possession. So Pennell with the ball for the Chargers. 2-0 Trailblazers. Here at the 8:27 left to play in the first quarter. And the Chargers had an open player on the left-hand side, couldn't quite get it to finish. Ohio with the ball the other way, and a bucket by Paige Lewis. So 4-0 Trailblazers. So the Chargers still looking for their first basket of the game here. Pass down into the corner, left-hand side, and a three-pointer. That's Naomi Otis, excuse me. So Chargers finally on the board. 3-4. Trailblazers still on top. So Parsons tried to drive it in the middle, couldn't get it to fall. There's a foul called on the play. It's going to be on Chantel Parsons, her first personal, team first as well. So Chargers with the ball. Pass over to Webster. He passes it in the corner to Pennell. He passes it back up top. Webster pulls up. Her shot's no good. Rebounded by Ohio. So Hearn pushing the ball up court on the left-hand side, trying to find an open lane. Passes it back to Bailey. She passes it back to Hearn. She pulls it back out. Bailey gets the ball up top, pass it over to the right-hand side. And Paige Lewis banks in off the right-hand side. That's her second bucket of the game. Puts the Trailblazers up by 3, 6-3 now. Courtney Goyak tries to put it up, gets her own rebound. No good on the second shot as well. She almost gets it back again. She throws it back up top. Still a loose ball. And the Trailblazers finally come away with it. So breakaway on the the right-hand side. Shot was no good. Hickey bringing the ball back up the floor, pass it off to Pennell. So slows play down, tries to find one of her forwards, and it gets thrown out of bounds. So ball's gonna go the other way, Trailblazers ball.
Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 24,
So Jasmine Junkins, 5'11" center, checks back in for the Trailblazers. So Thomas pushing the ball up the floor for the Trailblazers. Pass it over on the right-hand side. Pass it up to Junkins. Pass it over to her teammate on the right-hand side. Dribbles, pulls it up, and banks up on the right-hand side. Paige Lewis again for the Trailblazers. Her third bucket on the day. So 5:50 left here to play in the first quarter. 8-3 Trailblazers on top. Three-point attempt by Hickey falls short. Trailblazers with the rebound. Thomas pushing on the left-hand side, passing in the corner, wide open shot, and drained by Parsons. So the Trailblazers have an 8-point lead, 11-3 with just under 5.5 left to play. Chargers very much in need of a basket here. And Pennell gets stripped when she tries to dribble into the paint. So Chargers going the other way. Pass down to Junkins. Ends up back in the hands of Thomas up top. Pass it over to Lewis. Long three-pointer. Falls just short. And rebounded by Goyak for the Chargers. So Pennell still calling the point for the Chargers. She looks for a give and go, but the ball is again passed out of bounds.
Timeout on the floor, immediate timeout.
It's going to be a media timeout. We'll go ahead and we'll step aside. The score still is Trailblazers 11, Chargers 3. You're watching NCCAA play here in Roberts Wesleyan Basketball here in RWCSN. We're back here at the Baller Athletics Center for the second game of the NCCAA championship play. We have the number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers playing the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. Ohio Trailblazers are up right now, 11-3. They've been leading for most of the game. So Parsons with a shot for the Trailblazers, no good. Rebounded by the Chargers, so going the other way. Pennell with the ball. Pass it over to Webster. And there's going to be a foul called on the rebound.
Trailblazer foul number 24, Jasmine Junkins, her first.
Foul's going to be in Jasmine Junkins for the Trailblazers. Her first, team second.
Courtney Goyak.
So Courtney Goyak's going to the line to shoot 2 shots. She sinks her first. So 11-4 now is the score. Trailblazers still on top. Chargers trailing. Goyak hits her second. Makes the score 11-5 now. 4:25 left to play. Thomas passes it over to Bailey, who passes it into the corner to her teammate, who dishes it down to her forward, Junkins. And there's going to be a foul called down low. Foul's going to be on Courtney Goyak for the Chargers. It's going to be her first personal, team first as well. So pass into Bailey, who passes it into Junkins, big forward, who passes it back out to Thomas. Three-pointer put up, missed left. And rebounded by Hickey for the Chargers. So Pennell gets the ball back. Referees blow the whistle. I believe it's in regards to the shot clock. It was. Shot clock went down to 26 seconds. Okay, so Chargers with the ball. Just over 4 minutes left here in the first quarter. Pennell passes it over to Hickey, who passes it back. And passes it over to Goyak. Pennell passed it over to her teammate, but it's deflected by Bailey for the Trailblazers. It's a jump ball, and it's going to stay here with the Trailblazers. So 3:49 left here on the clock. And a nice easy pass into Courtney Goyak on the right-hand side for her to lay in. So 4 points for her on the day. So 3:40 left here to play. 11-5, Ohio still on top. Bailey with the shot for the Trailblazers. Shot's no good. And Pennell pushes the ball up the floor again for the Chargers. Tries to find an open lane. She dishes it out to Hickey. And Hickey gets it stolen away from her. So there's a push by Lewis. Pass over to Bailey. Bailey gets fouled on the shot. She gets the basket, so she's going to go to the free throw line, see if she can make it a three-point play here.
Aaron Bailey, shoot one.
Bailey makes her shot, so it's going to be a three-point play. Makes it 13-7.
Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 3, Bree Hearn.
Bree Hearn checks back in for the Trailblazers. So 7-point game here. 3:15 left to play in the first quarter. And he'll pass it over to Webster. Hickey with a long three-pointer, doesn't fall. Rebounded by the Trailblazers, pushing the ball up the floor. Thomas gets the ball, gives it to Junkins, the forward, can't get it the lay-in. So Pennell calling the play for the Chargers. She goes around the screen, dishes it out to her teammate. Back up to Hickey, who passes it down to Goyak. She gets it back. And back to Goyak. Shot clock down at 7. It's going to have to be something quick here. Pennell tries to drive around the back. Gives it to her teammate on the left-hand side. Can't get it to fall. But on the putback, they get the basket. Emily Morgan with that last basket there for the Chargers. Cuts the lead to 5, 14-9. Trailblazers still on top. Long three-pointer by Chantel Parsons. Extends that lead back to 8. Answers very quickly. And another turnover by the Chargers. So Thomas pushing the ball up the floor for the Trailblazers. So Thomas calling the point, setting up the play, slowing things down a little bit. She drives into the middle. Tries to pass it over to her teammate. Another turnover. Hickey passes it over to her teammate. Pennell gets it back, drives on the baseline. Shot by Goyak is no good, but she does draw a foul, so she's going to go to the line to shoot 2 shots.
Trailblazer foul for 1 to Shea Thomas, her first. Team foul for 3.
Foul is going to be on to Shea Thomas for the Trailblazers, her first, team third. Courtney Goyak makes her first shot.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 3, Naomi Otis, also number 4, Kaylee Boger.
And Goyag makes her second shot as well. So cuts the lead to 6, 17-11. Trailblazers on top of the Chargers by 6. Minute and a half left here to play in the first corner. Thomas gets it in the corner for the Trailblazers. Long pass over to Parsons. And passes it back up to Hearn. Junkins gets it in the middle. Puts it up. Can't quite get it to fall. And the ball goes the other way. So just over a minute left here to play. Pennell with the ball for the Chargers. Trying to call out the play, trying to get something going. Tries to dish it in to Goyak. No good. Now the second putback is still no good. Junkins with the rebound. And they finally have control of the possession. So 47 seconds left. Trailblazers looking for a basket. Hearn passed it over. Pass down low. And opposite side, Paige Lewis. It's another basket. She already has 8 points on the day, excuse me. So clock winding down, 16 seconds left. Pennell passes it over to Goyak, just inside the 3-point line. And gets it back to Pennell, 10 seconds left. We have to do something quick, tries to find the lane. Tries to pass it over to her forward. Another turnover. They're going to have to put the ball up quick. Ball going back and forth. So no shot at the end of the first quarter there. But the end of the first quarter, the Trailblazers are leading the Chargers 19-11. We'll go ahead and we'll step aside. We'll be back here for the start of the second quarter. You're watching the second game of the day for the NCCAA play here on RWCSN. We're back here at the Voller Athletic Center for the second game of the day for the NCCAA play. We have the second seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers against the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. Long shot put up by Chantel Parsons. No good, but they get the shot back. And the shot is drained by Paige Lewis to extend the lead to 10. So 21-11 Trailblazers. Paige Lewis with 10 points on the day already. So Gleich with the ball on the right-hand side. She passes it up to Pennell. And there's going to be another turnover, traveling violation called. The last possession for the Chargers was in the hands of Kaylee Boger.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 24, Kaylee.
So Hearn passes it over to her teammate, who passes it down to Junkins, the forward down low. And there's going to be a jump ball. And it's going to go the other way. So Chargers possession now.
Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 1, Deshae Thomas.
So Pennell running point for the Chargers. Tries to do the give and go, passes down low, can't quite get the finish. Caitlin Hickey for the Chargers is down on the floor holding her ankle, writhing in pain. So something happened on that last play. So I hope nothing too serious happened there. She does look like she's very uncomfortable. We'll go ahead and we'll step aside. Well, hopefully she can get back up and we'll see what happens here. You're watching the second game of the day for the NCCAA bracket play here in our WCSN. So we're back here at the Baller Athletic Center for the second quarter, the second game of the day for the NCCAA play with the second-seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers against number 3-seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. The Trailblazers are currently leading the Chargers 21-11. They've been leading for most of the game. They currently have possession of the ball. Thomas gets the ball back for the Trailblazers, puts a shot up, it's no good. And they get the offensive rebound, they get another shot back at it. So Hearn with the ball for the Trailblazers. Chargers in the 2-3 zone. So pass across to Parsons, who passes back to Thomas, who gives it up to her teammate,
Aaron Bailey.
Aaron Bailey, who lays it in for an easy basket. So lead is extended 23-11. Just over 8 minutes left here to play in the second quarter. Almost a turn, Naomi Otis almost lost the ball there for the Chargers. So Peel with the ball, she drives on the the right-hand side. Shots put up, it's no good. So Trailblazers pushing the ball up in transition. Pass across the court to Thomas, she puts up another shot, no good. And there's gonna be a foul called on the rebound on the floor. Foul's going to be on Naomi Otis. It's going to be her first personal, team first as well. Courtney Goyak checking back in for the Chargers. Pass into Parsons, who passes it up to Thomas, who dribbles into the key, gives it off to her teammate, puts it up. And Lewis with another basket on the day. She has 12 points now. Seems to be the hot hand on the floor for the Trailblazers. So lead is extended to 14, 25-11. Trailblazers still on top. They've been leading for most of the game. So Webster can't get the ball to fall for the Chargers. So pass down in the corner to Thomas of the Trailblazers. And pass back up top to Hearn. Running point. So spin move, goes around the defender. Pass it into the corner to her teammate. Pass across top to Thomas. Dribbles into the paint. Pass it back up to Hearn. Lobs a shot up. Doesn't get it to fall. And Goya gets the rebound. So push the other way. Ball pushed up to Pendle. Tries to pass it over to her teammate. And the Trailblazers come away with the ball. So Hearn in the breakaway. Has one defender on her that just skipped by. Shot put up. And there's going to be an offensive foul called.
Charging foul, Trailblazers number 5, Aaron Bailey. That's her first. Team foul number 1.
Aaron Bailey called on that for that offensive foul. Her first personal, team first as well. So Chargers ball under the hoop.
Foul's been changed to Chargers number 11, Kirsten Webster. That's her second team foul.
It sounds like there's going to be a change on that foul call. It's going to be Kirsten Webster for the Chargers. It's going to be her second, team second as well. So ball stays with the Trailblazers.
Aaron Bailey will be shooting 2.
So Aaron Bailey is going to be shooting 2 for the Trailblazers. Call was changed to she was fouled when she was shooting. Bailey misses her first shot. She misses her second shot, but she gets it right back on the offensive rebound. Shot is put up by Lewis on the right-hand side, who, again, just haven't seen her miss a shot. In the past couple times, she's put a shot up.
Timeout Chargers, a 30-second timeout, but it is...
So Paige Lewis with 14 on the day already. There's 6:32 left here to play in the second quarter. Trailblazers are up 25-11. It's going to be immediate timeouts. We'll go ahead and we'll step aside. You're watching the second day of the game. The second game of the day between the Ohio Christian Trailblazers and the Lancaster Bible Chargers here on RWCSN. So we're back here at the Voller Athletic Center for the matchup against the number 2 seed Ohio Christian Trailblazers against the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. The Trailblazers have been leading for most of the game, actually the whole game. Score right now is currently 25-11. Just under 6.5 left here to play in the second quarter. Chargers with the ball. Pass over to Morgan in the corner, who passes it down to Goya. The forward shot's put up, no good, but she does draw a foul.
Trailblazer foul number 24, Jasmine Junkins. That's her second.
Foul's going to be in Jasmine Junkins. Going to be her second foul, team first. Goya hits her first shot. Cuts a lead to 13.
Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 21, Paige Lewis. Goya hits her second shot. 25-13.
Now the score, 6:15 left here to play. Trailblazers with the ball now. Pass over to Parsons, who passes it back to her up top, calling the point. And passes it right back to her. Pass it over to Paige Lewis, who dishes it out to Hearn. Hearn turns around in the paint, puts it up, no good. And there's going to be a jump ball on the rebound. And it's going to stay white ball, so Trailblazers still with the ball. Pass into Parsons, who passes it down in the corner. He passes it back up to Hearn, looking to call the play. Spread things out a little bit. Thomas comes over for help for a teammate. Pass it all the way across to Parsons. Pass to the other side again to Thomas. Thomas puts it up. Can't quite get it. Goyek with the rebound. So Pennell in the key. Picks up her dribble. Pass it over to Morgan. Goyek pass it over to Pennell again. He drives on the baseline and passes it to Goyek. Big forward puts it up and banks it in off the backboard. So 10 points for her on the day, double digits. Score is now 27-15. Trailblazers still on top. Paige Lewis dishes out to Thomas. Hearn gets the ball back up top. Just pass it over to Thomas. Pass it over to Bailey. Paige Lewis dribbles a baseline. And on the opposite side, very nice play, very athletic play. Again, I know I'm repeating myself, but actually waiting for that girl to miss a shot. So she has 16 points on the day. So going the other way. Chargers with the shot. Shot doesn't go. Ball pushed up the floor. So foul in transition. Shot doesn't go, but
Chargers foul number 23.
Chantel Parsons will be going to the line to shoot 2 for the Trailblazers. So first shot is made by Parsons.
Chantel Parsons shoot 1.
Parsons hits both of her shots. So it's the biggest lead of the game, 16 points, 31-15. Trailblazers leading the Chargers. So Voger passes it back up to Pennell, calling the point up top for the Chargers. Looking for an open teammate. Left lane clears out. She tries to put it up. No good. And there's going to be a foul called on the rebound.
Charger foul number 44, Courtney Goyek.
Foul's called on Courtney Goyek. It's going to be her second personal, team 4th. So ball going the other way with the Trailblazers.
Checking in for the Chargers.
So Hearn passes it off to Parsons. Pass it over to Hearn. Tries to find Paige Lewis down low in the post. Passes it back up to Hearn. Shots put up by Hearn, and it does fall on the left-hand side. So Trailblazers really pulling away with the game here. They're now leading by 18. Pennell tried to take it all the way in transition. Shot didn't go. Trailblazers with the rebound. Long three-pointer. No good. Goyek comes away with the rebound for the Chargers. And Pennell with the ball back in her hands. Pennell being guarded very tightly by Thomas for the Trailblazers. And a foul call before the shot was put up.
Trailblazer foul number 3, Bree Hearn, her first.
Bree Hearn called with that foul. It's going to be her first personal, team second.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 45, Stephanie Echo.
So Chargers get the ball in bounds. Driving to the paint, tries to put it up, can't finish. Trailblazers rebound. Hearn passes it up to Thomas. Doesn't have an opening, and she dishes it out back up top to Hearn. So just over 2.5 minutes left here to play in the second quarter. Trailblazers leading the Chargers 33-15. Long three-pointer by Parsons didn't go, and they get the ball back. So shot clock reset. Hearn driving on the left-hand side, finds the open lane and lays it in. So now the lead is 20. 35-15, just over 2 minutes left here to play in the second quarter. Chargers in dire need of trying to come up with something here. Pass to Morgan. She drives to the baseline. Nice basket for her. So 35-17 now is the score. 1:50 left in the second quarter. Thomas passes it over to Parsons. Passes it over to Hearn, who passes it in the middle to Lewis, the hot hand for the day, and she easily lays it right in. She looks like she's having fun out there. Lewis has 13 points on the day. So pass over to Boger. Chargers getting stuck down there in the corner. Can't get the layup to fall. And there's going to be a foul called on number 33, Chrissy Pennell, for the Chargers.
Chargers foul number 33.
It's going to be her first personal, team fifth, so that's going to send Thomas to the line for the Trailblazers.
Deshae Thomas, shoot 2.
Thomas misses her shot.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 3, Naomi Otis. Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 34, Houston Bush.
Thomas taking a line at the foul line, and it pays off. She hits her second shot. So the lead is now 21. 38-17, Trailblazers blazing away with the game over the Chargers. Under a minute left here to play in the second quarter. Otis with the ball. She passes it down to her teammate in the post. And she gets it right back and puts up a three-pointer. Misses. Paige Lewis, the hot hand for the day for the Trailblazers. She dribbles in the middle, dishes it out to her teammate. Shot is put up. No good. Charged with the rebound, trying to push it up top. And there's going to be a double dribble called. So it's going to go the other way, and it's going to be Trailblazers ball. 25.8 seconds left in the second quarter. So the last possession here is going to be with the Trailblazers. See if they can get one last bucket. Pass back up to Thomas up top. Pass it over to her in the corner. Pass it up to Bailey. Hearn gets it back up top. 5 seconds left. She's going to have to do something quick. Puts it up and lays it right in. So the lead is extended 40-17. That is how the first half is going to end. So again, Ohio Christian Trailblazers have 40. The Lancaster Bible Chargers are going to end up with 17. So we will be back at the start of the second quarter for the rest of this game. You're watching the second game of the day for NCCAA play here on RWCSN. We're back at the Voller Athletic Center for the start of the third quarter for the matchup against the number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers against the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. We're just going to go over here a couple of the first half stats. So going into the first half, the Ohio Christian Trailblazers 40, the Lancaster Bible Chargers 17. So a couple of notable things. The Trailblazers, they shot very well from the field. It's 48.6%, 17 for 35. And the Chargers had a very difficult time, only shot 19.2%. They were 5 for 26. They were 1 for 5 from beyond the arc. It was only 20%. Paige Lewis for the Trailblazers, she was 9 for 11 from the field. She only missed 2 shots from beyond the arc. She had 18 points, and she almost accounted for half of the Trailblazers' points. So obviously she's the hot hand. So she's going to be the one for the Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks to watch out for tomorrow for the 1 o'clock championship game. If the Trailblazers hang on here and they hold out for this win to advance them tomorrow. So other kind of notable things, Ohio, they had 10 points, second chance points on the offensive rebounds compared to the Chargers only 2. So yeah, the Chargers had a little bit of a difficult first half. So we'll see if they can do anything here in the third quarter and get themselves back in the game. So a couple quick points here by the Trailblazers. So score is now 43-19, 9 minutes left here in the third quarter. So loose ball on the floor. Hearn diving for it, but the Chargers come away with it, put the shot up, and it goes in. So that's going to put them over 20. It's going to be 43-21 now. Lead is 22 points. Trailblazers with the ball. Hearn with the ball. She passed it over to her teammate, long three-pointer. And there's going to be a foul away from the ball.
Trailblazer foul number 5, Aaron Bailey.
Foul's going to be on Aaron Bailey, her first personal, team first as well. So Chargers with the ball, going the other way. Pendle passes it down to the corner to her teammate. Tries to pass it into Goyak, forward, who's being double teamed. Loses the ball, on the floor, jump ball. And the possession's going to go in favor of the Trailblazers. So 8:14 left here to play in the third quarter. 43-21. Trailblazers have been leading since pretty much the tip-off of the game. So Hearn calling the play for the Trailblazers. Pass it over to Thomas. She gives it back. And there's going to be a steal. Pendle with some hustle there, but Thomas comes away with it, keeps it. Finds the open player down low, can't quite get it to finish. Paige Lewis comes away with it for the Trailblazers. Passes back to Hearn. Shot clock's at 3. It's going to have to be a quick shot. Shot is put up. Falls short, and Hearn gets the offensive rebound. But there's going to be a foul called.
Charger foul for 3, Naomi Otis, her second.
It's going to be on Naomi Otis. Going to be her second, team first. Shots put up, and it is drained from the corner. That was Chantel Parsons. So lead is now to 25, 46-21. 7.5 left here to play in the third quarter. Pendle trying to pass down to her forward. No good. Pass gets intercepted. And Pendle with some nice hustle. Pulls it away from Lewis, who wasn't paying attention. Behind the back into Key. She manages to keep it. She passes it down to her teammate, who tries to pass it into Goyak. Turnaround jumper's no good. And Parsons comes away with it. There's a loose ball. Thomas. And the ball rolls out of bounds, and it goes the other way. Charger ball. So clock stops at 7 minutes exactly.
For the Chargers, number 4, Kaylee Boger.
Kaylee Boger checks in for the Chargers. So Pendle with the ball. Just passed it in the corner. Tries to feed it into Goyak. Shot is no good. Offensive foul called. It's going to go the other way.
Charger foul number 44, Courtney Goyak. That is her third. Team foul number 2.
That's going to be Goyak's third personal, team second. So she's going to have to be careful there because they've been trying to feed her the ball all game. It wouldn't be good if she fouled out. Long three-pointer by Thomas. Launched up. No good. Goyak tries to save it. Thomas gets it back, so shot clock reset. Ohio Christian maintains possession. Hearn just stood into Bailey, who passed out to Thomas, who passed it all the way to the side and gives it back to Hearn, who dribbles into the paint, and she gets to roll for a nice, easy basket. So she has 10 points on the day. So 48-21, Ohio Christian Trailblazers still on top. The Chargers trying to stay remotely close here, but not having a lot of luck. Pennell just kind of threw the ball up there for the Chargers. Didn't have quite a shot, but... So shot in the corner. No good, but rebounded by Bailey. Pass up top to Hearn. Paige Lewis gets a shot, tries to pass into Bailey, passes it back out. And the turnaround jumper's no good. So Goyak comes away with the rebound for the Chargers. So Pennell picks up her dribble. She gets the ball back. Tries to get the screen from her teammate. Shot clock ticking down. Feeds it into Goyak and passes it right into the hand of Bree Hearn. Dishes it over to Thomas for a nice easy lane in transition on the right-hand side. So the lead is now 29, 50-21. Trailblazers on top. Just under 5 minutes left here to play in the third quarter. So Boger tries to dribble, can't get the ball. Goyak gets the putback and gets a basket. So she has 12 points, but still 27-point lead for the Trailblazers. Paige Lewis with 2 defenders on her, no good. Doesn't get the shot to fall. Goyak with the rebound, pass up to Pennell, who pushes up the floor and pulls it back out. Tries to pass it in to the Chargers maintain possession. Pennell comes back, dishes it back to her teammate. And it seems to be the recurring theme for the Chargers. They just can't get a shot to fall, and they just can't finish their play. But there's going to be immediate timeout here, so we'll go ahead and we'll step aside. You're watching the matchup between number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers and number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers here on RWCSN. We're back here at the Voller Athletic Center for the matchup between the Ohio Christian Trailblazers, the number 2 seed, and the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. 3:57 left here to play in the third quarter, and the Trailblazers have a huge lead over the Chargers, 50-23 at the moment. They currently have possession of the ball as well. Hearn with the ball in the corner. Pass it up to her teammate, who passes it over to Thomas on the left-hand side. Hearn gets the ball back. Pass up to Thomas. Shot is put up, and a long three-pointer is drained by Chantel Parsons. extends a lead to 30. So that currently is the biggest lead of the game. So Bell gets the ball to Boger. Gives the ball to Pennell. He passes it to Goyak. Pass it over to Webster. Floats the shot up, and they finally get one to fall. So 53-25, under 3 minutes left here to play in the third quarter. So Thomas with the ball for the Trailblazers, pushing it up. She gives it over to her to call the play. Gives it to Roberts. Junkins with the ball. She passed over to Bailey. Shot is put up by Parsons. Rims in and out, but Junkins gets the offensive rebound, so shot clock reset. They're going to get another shot at calling the play here. Right-hand side is cleared out. And passed right into the hands of Goyak for the Chargers. So ball's going the other way. Pennell pushing the ball up the court. So pass over to Goyak, right in the paint. She has 3 people on her, but she gets a foul called. So she's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Stops the clock at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Foul was on Erin Bailey. Her first personal, team second. She misses her first shot.
Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 11, Emily Carmen.
Emily Carmen checks in for the Trailblazers. Junkins with the rebound for the Trailblazers. So 2:05 left here to play in the third quarter, 53-25. Trailblazers leading the Chargers. Hearn passes it over to Thomas, who passes it up to Junkins. Passes it over to Bailey. Pass it up to Thomas. Pass it over to Carmen at the corner. Down to Junkins, the big forward. Turnaround jumper, can't quite get it to fall. So Pennell pushes the ball up on the right-hand side. She stops, pulls it back. Tries to pass it into Goyaker forward. Puts it up, and the foul's drawn on Junkins. So that's going to be her third personal, team third as well. So Goyak is going to go to the line, shoot 2 shots. She's the tallest player on the Chargers team. She's a 6'2" sophomore and of Beecher, Wisconsin. So Lancaster, Pennsylvania is a long ways away from Wisconsin. I myself personally used to live there. It's a very beautiful area. And pass it over to Junkins, who passes it into, and there's going to be a foul down low. It's going to be foul called. Foul was on Bailey. She's going to be going to the free throw line. Foul was made by Sarah Bell, her first personal, team third. And she hits her first shot. So 54-27 now. She misses her second shot, but Junkins gets the rebound, passes it back up to Bailey. So the refs call a whistle. The shot clock was not in motion, so that gets reset to 27. So 27 seconds off in the shot clock. So Hearn gets the ball up top. Pass it over to Carmen. Ball goes out of bounds, so Charger ball going the other way. Pennell pushing the ball up the court. Tries to get a screen from Goyak. She puts the shot up, and she drains it. Nice little shot off of the screen there. So 54-29 now, under a minute left to play here in the third quarter. Bailey received the pass from one of her teammates for the Trailblazers, but she got fouled on the play.
Charger foul number 33, Chrissy Pennell. That is her second.
Chrissy Pennell a little
Foul number 4.
overly aggressive there. So that's her first personal foul, team fourth. So Trailblazers keep the ball. Hearn gets the inbounds pass. Pass it over to Thomas. Junkins gets the pass down low. Goyek trying to play nice defense. Junkins backs her down and gets the shot in off the backboard. So 56-29 now, 32 seconds left on the clock. More than likely the last possession of the quarter. Pennell passes it over. And passes it down to Goyek, who muscles it in. So lead is cut to 25, 56-31. 15 seconds left on the clock. This will absolutely be the last possession unless there's some kind of turnover. Hearn running the ball, or running the clock down. She dribbles into the paint. Pass out to the open player, Carmen, and she drains that three-pointer right before the buzzer for the third quarter. So perfect way to end the quarter. So at the end of 3, Ohio Christian Trailblazers 59, Lancaster Bible Chargers 31. We will go ahead and we'll step aside for a moment. We'll be back at the beginning of the fourth quarter. You're watching the matchup against the number 2 seed Ohio Christian Trailblazers and the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers here on RWCSN. We're back here at the Voller Athletic Center for the start of the fourth quarter against the number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers and the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. Trailblazers are currently leading 59-31. They've been leading for majority of the game, or actually most of the game. So the Chargers currently have possession now. The shot did not fall for the Chargers there, so ball going the other way. Garmin passes it over to Thomas for the Chargers. Carmen gets the ball back, passes back up to Thomas, passes it over to Hearn, passes back to Carmen. Shot clock down at 7, and there's going to be a jump ball called, and it's going to stay here. So Hearn with the spin move in the middle, in the paint. No good. And there's going to be a foul called on Bailey.
Trailblazer foul for 5, Aaron Bailey.
It's going to be her third personal, team second. So ball going the other way. 9:14 left here to play in the game. 59-31, Trailblazers on top. Pennell on the point. Passes it down into the corner. Pass it over to Goyek, who passes it over to Boger. Tries to feed it in the big forward, and who she lays it in. So even though there's a big deficit in the score for the Chargers, Goyek definitely has made a couple of really nice plays for the Chargers. So there's going to be a jump ball called. There's going to be a timeout by the Trailblazers. So we'll go ahead and we'll step aside for the timeout. You're watching the number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers against the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers here on RWCSN. We're back here at the Valor Athletic Center for the matchup against the second-seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers and the number 3-seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. There's 8:49 left here to play in the fourth quarter. The Trailblazers are leading 59-33. They have been leading for most of the game. So the Chargers have had a very difficult game shooting. They've been shooting, have very low percentage shooting from the field. They've just really haven't been able to find an open player, and it's definitely reflected in the scoreboard. So it looks like there was some kind of issue with the scoreboard, or not the scoreboard, the shot clock. So that's where the delay is in the game here. The refs are trying to sort it out, make sure it's at the appropriate time. They're going to go ahead and they're going to confer it mid-court. So Lewis, the inbound passer, passes into Junkins and gives it back to her. So 12 on the shot clock. Carmen passes it up to Junkins, who passes it over to Lewis, who fakes, puts up the shot, misses right. So the only shots that Lewis has missed pretty much the whole game is from beyond the arc, but beyond that, she's hit almost every single one. So Chargers pass right into the hands of Lewis, so going the other way. So Thomas with the ball up top. She pulls back out for the Trailblazers. She dribbles on the right-hand side, takes it all the way by herself. Doesn't get a default. Rebounded by Boger for the Chargers, going the other way. So Pennell passes it down to her teammate, and the lane on the left-hand side. So that basket was by Kirsten Webster, her first basket. So 59-35, 7:40 left here in the game. Pass to Paige Lewis, who passed it to Carmen for the three-point shot. Three-pointer's no good, rebounded by Goyak. Pass it over to Carmen. Oh, excuse me, no. Webster with the ball for the Chargers. Pass it over to Goyak, who dribbles on the right-hand side, who almost gets it swatted away by Thomas. Back to Pennell up top, who tries to hit Otis cutting in the middle, but a turnover ensues. So Thomas pushes the ball up, passes it over to Jenkins. Dishes it back out to Thomas for a long three-pointer. Hits off the rim. Goyak with another rebound. Long three-point attempt by Pennell. Misses the rim completely, goes out of bounds. The ball's going to go the other way. Trailblazers ball. Thomas passes it up to Junkins, who's wide open. Can't quite get it to fall, and it goes out of bounds. So, time on the scoreboard stops at 6:32. 59-35 is the score. Chargers possession going the other way. Pennell drives baseline, tries to lay it in, can't quite get it to fall. Lewis gets the rebound. She's looking around, seeing who's around her. The ball goes out. It's going to stay Trailblazers ball.
Checking in for the Chargers, number 23,
Emily Morgan checks back in for the Chargers. Kaylee Boger goes in, takes a seat on the bench. So 6:10 left here to play in the game. 59-35 Chargers. So drive in the middle, doesn't go, but it's good on the putback by Paige Lewis, and she gets fouled as well. So clock stops at 6 minutes. Lewis is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Lewis now has 20 points on the day, excuse me. She misses her shot, so no good on the three-point play. Goik with the rebound for the Chargers. And the lay-in for Kirsten Webster. Takes it by herself on the right-hand side. So pass over to Lewis on the left-hand side. She passes it in the corner to her teammate, puts up the three-pointer, and she drains it. So there was Emily Carmen. So she has 6 points. So lead is now 64-37. 5:28 left here to play. Pennell passes it over to her teammate. Can't get it to fall. Goyek with the putback. No good, but draws the foul.
Trailblazer foul number 11, Emily Carmen, her first team foul.
Foul's going to be an Emily Carmen for the Trailblazers. Her first personal, team second. Goyak makes her first shot. So score is now 64-38. And she sinks her second as well. So Goyak herself with 20 points on the day. And there's going to be a foul called on Naomi Otis.
Charger foul number 3, Naomi Otis, her third.
That's going to be her third personal, team second. So passing to Thomas for the Trailblazers. 64-39 is the score. 5:10 left here to play in the game. Thomas passes it over to Lewis. It goes off the screen. Dribbling in the middle, passes back to Thomas. Three-point is put up, misses on the right. And the Trailblazers keep it in bound. They're going to go back for a second attempt.
Houston Bush.
So 66-39 the score now. Ball going the other way, Chargers. Goyak was looking for a teammate, but couldn't quite find anybody. So ball went out of bounds. It's going to be Trailblazers ball after the timeout. It's going to be immediate timeout. You're watching the matchup against number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers and the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers here on RWCSN. We're back here at the Voller Athletic Center for the matchup against the number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers and the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers. There's just over 4.5 minutes left here to play in the game. Score is the Trailblazers 66, the Chargers 39. Trailblazers currently have possession. So the shot there by the Trailblazers didn't go. In transition, Kirsten Webster gets the lay-in. So 66-41 now. Lead is cut to 25, but there's going to be a foul called. It's going to be on Thomas for the Trailblazers. It's going to be her second personal, team third. So Chargers ball. Pennell gets the ball back up top, surveys the floor, but she gets the ball tipped away from her. So Thomas saves the ball, gives it back up to Lewis, gives it back up to Junkins, gives it back up to Thomas, who slows it down. Junkins gets the pass in, but it knocked off her head. So Chargers get possession of the ball, pass it the other way. in transition. And they go ahead and they get it to roll. Now this pass was by Emily Morgan for the Chargers. So 66-42 now the score, 3:20. 3:20 on the scoreboard. Shot, or the play stopped for a moment. So passing to Thomas for the Trailblazers. She pushes the ball up the floor. She passes it over to Junkins. Passes it out to her teammate. Puts up the shots, no good. So ball going the other way, Charger ball. 66-42, just over 3 minutes left to play. Pennell calling the point. Tries to shove it into her, tries to give it down to Goyak, who's able to muscle it in for her 22nd point on the day. So Lewis passing into the corner to her teammate, three-pointer put up, and it is drained. Emily Morgan with that three-pointer there. So it's 69-42 now. And Emily Morgan with the turnaround jumper. So two quick back-to-back baskets here. So 69-44, 2:22 left to play here in the game. Paige Lewis. Pass it off to Thomas. Pass up to Junkins beyond the arc. Just looking for an open teammate. Gets the ball stolen away by Naomi Otis. She slows things down, stops it, but passes it right into the hands of Thomas, the quick guard. So she slows things down, pulls it back up top. Looks like they're going to try to run the clock down a little bit. They know they're coming to the end of the game here. Pass it to Lewis, who puts up a three-pointer. Bounces off the rim. Goyak with the rebound. So Pennell pushes the ball up the floor. Tries to find an open lane in the middle on the right-hand side. Spin move and lays it in. Very nice little spin move there. Her second basket on the day.
And a timeout for subs. Checking in for the Chargers, number 21, Sarah Bell. Checking in for the Trailblazers, number 42, Javon Graham.
So lead is now cut down to 20, 69-49. Minute 29 left to play. Chargers with the full court press. Trailblazers, they go ahead and they break that. They push the ball up the floor. Pass over to Lewis. Pass over to Jablonski, who tries to pass it down to Junkins. So there almost gets a turnover. Turnaround jumper by the Trailblazers, no good. And Pennell with the ball back in her hand. So 1:04 left to play. Pennell tries to take it all the way. Can't quite get it to fall. Back the other way again. Long pass to Junkins, who's wide open at the end of the court. Lays it in. And play is stopped. Again, there might be some kind of issue with something with the time. Not quite sure here. But either way, 50.7. Oh no, now they changed it. 52 seconds exactly showing on the clock. So 71-49. Trailblazers on top, of course. And they've led for majority of the game. They've just shown themselves as a stronger team over the Lancaster Bible Chargers. Charger, they just kind of looked off balance the entire game. Didn't shoot very well.
Trailblazer foul number 44, Jessica Jablonski. That is her first.
But Jessica Jablonski has a foul. It's her first personal foul. Team fourth. So that's going to send Pennell to the line for the Chargers. She hits her first shot. So that makes the score 71-50. 44.2 seconds left to play. And she hits her second shot as well. So 20-point game here, 44 seconds left. So there's going to be a jump ball called here on the left-hand side. It's going to stay Charger ball. So the putback by Pennell is going to be good. So that brings it 53-71. So Chargers with the ball at the baseline. Pass it into her teammate. They go ahead and they break the full court press. Junkins picks it up after the ball almost being turned over. Muscles it over to her teammate in the corner. He passes it back up top to Jablonski. Sit there and another turnover. Chargers with the ball, pass over to Pennell. She's going to get another shot here. Can't quite get it to finish. And a lay-in at the buzzer for Kirsten Webster. So that's the end of regulation. So the final score is going to be the Ohio Christian Trailblazers 71 and the Lancaster Bible College 55. So the Ohio Christian Trailblazers, they will advance tomorrow to play the number 1 seeded Roberts Wesleyan Redhawks, who won their game today against Indiana Wesleyan University at 1 o'clock. So if you watch the matchup here today between the number 2 seeded Ohio Christian Trailblazers, knocked out the number 3 seeded Lancaster Bible Chargers here on RWCSN.